Welcome on Nakama to chapter 1068. 1069. Nice. Predictions.
Really?
Really. We do not know the name of the chapter, but what you guys do know the name of is our channel, the Yonko Podcast, which you can subscribe to, you can like, and you can comment on. You can leave us really mean shit if you want. I don't care. We'll respond anyway. Anyway, we're getting into predictions really quickly. These are our shorter-ish videos, so let's have some fun. I started last time, I believe, so Burke, lead us off with your predictions for 1069 Nice.
Bruh, my boy Lucci, my boy Luffy, they gonna fight. It gonna be awesome. And all I gotta say is, we mentioned it in the review. What?
It's good.
What?
It's so
what?
good.
You couldn't deal with it? Anyway, we mentioned in our review of the chapter that right now they currently have an anchor with them in Bonnie unconscious, who also Lucci needs to get rid of.
He wants to murder.
So right now, not a good time for Luffy to be trying to, go all out with the pigeon guy.
Straight to gear 5.
So either yes, straight to gear 5, because as Lucci just said, this isn't a game. We don't got time for that. Or Luffy's kind of fighting on the defensive for a little bit.
While holding Bonnie. Right? Because he was the last one holding her.
He is the last one holding her. Correct. Fighting on the defensive for a bit. Getting Atlas out of there. Because I do absolutely think if they think to do it, they will get Atlas out of there. But I think that he will be on the defensive. And then, obviously, all of this won't happen next chapter. But it'll lead to an event where they gotta get Atlas and Bonnie somewhere safe, and then Luffy can focus on fighting Lucci. Because I just don't think that Luffy seeing him again is gonna be like, oh, hey, that guy who will hunt Robin to the ends of the earth. Yeah, I'm gonna let him just run rampant on this island. That's not a Luffy thing, especially after the last time they fought.
Well, he's gonna find out that he's after Vegapunk too.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So
if he doesn't already know, since Vegapunk was there, like, oh, that would be CP0. They're going to kill me.
Vegapunk, say it. I want to live.
I want the world to have free energy.
Anyway, but I think this is gonna lead to a big old fight between Luffy and Lucci, and that is honestly the only thing I care about right now.
I think we're all thirsting after that.
I know there is a lot of other stuff going on, but right now I am so excited about Luffy and Lucci seeing each other again. One of my absolute favorite antagonists in the entire series, besides like Dofi and Kaido.
You're like really excited for this.
I'm like stoked.
Perfect for 1069. Nice. Brock, what do you think's coming?
And that's it.
You might want to wait on what Brock's gonna say. Oh, you are the Luffy now. Yeah, he put on the band, which Luffy never does.
Who says I'm Luffy?
I know you're the smarter Luffy.
I'm
Joy Boy. I don't have
Boy.
any brain cells left. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Oh, can't get off. Okay.
No, it's gonna be there, yeah. Brock, what do you think's gonna happen in 1069?
All right, couple of thoughts on it.
I'm not.
So a couple of thoughts. I think I think either since we've still got quite a few members of CP Aegis,
Yeah.
maybe we won't get a full-on fight here. Maybe it'll be a later thing. Maybe this is a taste of what's to come.
Taste, you say?
So maybe a little like, all right, this is actual CP Aegis. Like it was more about the subterfuge and the assassination during Wano. But here, we're gonna get a little bit of their actual fighting.
Honestly, the ones at Wano really seemed like they were there to measure who was winning, report back information.
It wasn't there to wage war.
Maha got caught up in it, and Guernica was like told they had to do this one thing, and Joseph was like, "I'm out of here, man."
So I think this is where we'll actually get a taste of some of the world government's best. But it won't be the end-all be-all of the CP0 conflict. Because I think there's too many unaccounted for yet.
Sure.
You know.
Other masked ones.
And honestly, I think it'd be cool if we saw those masks taken off.
Oh, yeah. I
think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be a cool lead up to an actual full-on fight with CP0. Basically, CP9 on crack, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, that's one way I might look at it. Or, if we're talking a bit more contained, and like maybe there will be a big fight here, I think I might stand by the thought, at least currently, that obviously holding Bonnie and with Atlas there, that could make some trouble. But if Chopper goes into big form,
Chopper,
he could carry both, and I could see Luffy and Jinbei being on like kind of on the defensive, maybe having a hard time since it's 3v2, but doing their best to hold their own, until I'm willing to bet Kuma appears. Or other Straw Hats appear. Or maybe help from Vegapunk Creations. And I think you get help from
Seraphim,
Sentomaru. But either way, I don't think we'll see the full fight here. I think obviously the stuff I just said are alternate paths, but I think in the end we'll see a quarrel here. But I don't think this is the island where we'll get the full CP0 arc.
Okay, fair.
So I think CP0 will be closer to like say, maybe we'll fight their full force closer to Marijwa or something. But yeah, because from what we could tell, there's 13 confirmed members, many of whom we don't have names on.
Yeah,
and we don't know enough about the team, I think, to really full on war with them.
We don't even know what that purple hair guy is doing right now.
Spandam?
Yeah, we don't even know what that guy's up to.
Do you just forget his name? Or?
Yeah, I literally do.
Oh, that's fair.
He's just he's a hated.
Oh, he's a shithead, yeah.
And I forget him constantly. I don't know. He's just important, man.
Damn spot?
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
Damn span?
Cool. Okay.
Span Van.
I put the N at the end of damn.
Span Van Dam.
My predictions. I think we're gonna check in on G14. It might just be a panel, but I think that's like
you just want to see Rose again.
We were doing check-ins on the Revolutionaries.
The collar, man.
Dude,
the collar.
The choker, you mean?
Not she hot, dude.
69. Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, you know how we've been checking in on the Revolutionaries, like in between panels?
Yes.
Right? So I think now that Kuma has disappeared, we won't check in on them, but it will instead be replaced with what G14 is doing. Maybe a Smoker Tashigi appearance and what their reactions to all this is.
Or maybe Helmeppo goes on his own.
Yeah, maybe he goes on his own.
Maybe he gets help from the Straw Hats.
Maybe he does. Maybe.
Who?
Because they...
Stop playing the pronoun game with me, Alex.
That guy.
Who's that guy?
Repeat.
The dude you know.
Listen, if you could learn how to pronounce Shichibukai, you can learn how to pronounce Helmeppo.
Anyway.
He might help out, but not in my predictions. We check in with G14 very much like we've been checking with the Revolutionaries. Sentomaru appears in some sort of way. Luffy escapes. I think they do not take this fight here. I think something occurs. Policeman Kuma or some shit. And they have to deal with that instead of Luffy and they get caught up. Luffy escapes with Bonnie. Atlas dies, marking our very first tragedy. Maybe she has some last words or something. But specifically, we get her brain back into Punk Records or back into Vegapunk himself, and he reconnects with that aspect. And maybe he gets really mad about it that they killed one of his people because he gets his anger back.
Yeah.
And finally, to end the chapter, Kuma appears. To end the chapter, he just pops in, and it's like, oh damn, the real Kuma. Maybe he pops in and pops away the police.
And then break.
And then there'll be a break. I don't know if there'll be a break. I'm actually not going to predict that. But yeah, G14, Sentomaru arrives, Luffy escapes, Atlas dies, but we get the brain back, and Punkstein is mad, because he can be mad now. And Kuma appears to end the chapter.
Nice.
You know what is another word for Papa?
Shut up.
Daddy. 1069, 1 week's time.
Nice.
We'll see you then. Subscribe, like, comment, tell us how nice we look. Bye.